Canada. And America. Two of some of the most developed countries in the world. Yet their own citizens are frightened to walk the streets. Police in Canada average 25 fatal shootings a year. In California, a state just 10% more populous than Canada, police in 2015 have fatally shot nearly 3 times as many people in just 5 months.
I think a lot of other agencies don't know what we do. I think the public has a different perception of the Highway Patrol than they do of other law enforcement, or just law enforcement in general. They see the Highway Patrol as there to help, and our motto that's on the side of the car is safety, service, and security. You know, that's what we do. The CHP for me always seemed a lot more professional. Their appearance is more professional, their demeanor is more professional, and their mentality is a little bit different. We've all gone through the same training. Every one of us on this job has went to the same exact training. We're out there to help people. We're not just out there to fight crime, even though we do fight crime. But I think it's because of history, and I think it's because of the way that we handle ourselves and the way that we treat the public.
So what exactly is police brutality? Police brutality is a civil rights violation that occurs when a police officer acts with excessive force by using an amount of force with regards to a civilian that is more than necessary. Excessive force by a law enforcement officer is a violation of a person's rights.
The cops are realizing they're getting screwed by the 1%. Slowly but surely. When I got on the force in '81, we had lifetime health care. Now in this latest negotiation I'm hearing about, they're trying to give them 1 year. Guess what's going to be next?
Nothing.
You got it. It's called the Minnesota Multiphasic Personality Inventory. And it's like 100 questions, and they're pretty simple questions. Like, would you prefer to walk through a meadow and watch butterflies, or would you rather fix a car engine? You know, stuff like that. But then when you answer all these different questions, it all adds up to a personality trait. If you come out too sensitive, they don't want you. They want yes. Now that and here.
A mix of...
Well,
No.
Now here's the reason. And everything comes down to money, unfortunately. But here's the reason. And there's 2 parts to this. First part is they don't want to hire cops that are too sensitive because they put you through 6 months of training, and that's a lot of money they're investing in you. Okay. And I'll tell you, when you get out on the street as a cop, you see the worst conditions imaginable every day. And a lot of people can't handle that, and rightfully so. But what happens is, then when you hire the hard asses, they're the guys that beat people up, and now guess how much money you're losing in lawsuits? You're losing $15 million in this lawsuit, $8 million in this lawsuit. So you're losing way more money in lawsuits by hiring the hard asses than by hiring the sensitive guys, who, yes, and girls, who some may quit. But you're not losing anywhere near the money in liability responsibility due to the fact that these guys are beating up people.
And I've noticed that there's definite difference between some cops. Some of them are here and they're kind, they're smiling, they're friendly. There's other ones here that want to kick ass. And I gotta ask you, is it an unsaid thing in the police force are these guys, they kind of seem like paid hockey goons. Are they? Is that an unsaid thing?
Well, that goes exactly what I was telling the young lady, that on this personality test, they're looking for harder people. And some of those people are really hard, okay? And they love the action, okay? They thrive on it. These guys you can't be hiring. And therefore that test has got to be revised to where you're hiring people on the more sensitive range and not way up here. No department would sanction an officer out of control like that. And here's another, talking about out of control. What I was amazed at was finding so many white shirts actually in the fighting. White shirts are there to supervise. If you don't have it, you have to, the white shirts are not your street fighters, all right? They're your supervisors. They're there to supervise. The blue shirts, they do the fighting. The white shirts stand back, they watch, and when something's get out of hand, they got to go over there and take care of it. When you have the white shirts also fighting, who's supervising? Nobody's supervising. That's when you have chaos. So the trouble here is you did not have enough blue cops right there doing the removing of people, enforcing the law. When you lost the supervision, when you see what, and I saw so many white shirt cops.
I've noticed that too.
Yeah, they're fighting, and they're not getting paid to fight. They're getting paid to supervise.
Cops unit to you being here?
Dual. Some of them think I'm a traitor, and some of them say right on. They realize that I'm for them, that they are the 99%.
Overcoming police brutality is quite the obstacle, but not impossible. Knowing your rights and standing for what you believe in will make a difference. That means attending protests and also practicing your rights. In Canada, if you are approached on the street by a police officer, you do not have to talk to them, show them your identification, or answer their questions. Police cannot search your pockets or your backpack. Police only have the right to approach you if you're suspected of committing a crime, in the process of committing a crime, or driving. If the officer wants to know your name, you do not have to tell them, but it's polite to do so. Never be too nice and give too much information, because everything can be used against you in the court of law.